The aim of my work and this video series is to help you to embody the learning of the fertility support teleclasses and courses, and also to be your companion on your fertility journey. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. One of the things that I used to carry around, and what gave me hope and helped me not to stress so much, was this little article from the New York Times. A journalist wrote a book called The Business of Fertility, and she was interviewed by the journalist at the New York Times, and the last question of this Q&A was, what was the most surprising thing that you learned while interviewing subjects for this book? And the journalist said, well, out of everyone that I interviewed, whether people used insemination or assisted reproductive technologies like in vitro fertilization, whether they used donor sperm or donor egg, whether they used a surrogate or whether they adopted, they all felt that they ended up with the child that they were supposed to have, that they were meant to have. And that was one of those things where this little tattered piece of newspaper that I carried around with me for years while I was trying to complete my family, it just gave me that idea of, okay, I can breathe. It will work out. Whether I know the how or the when is not my job. And so that's something, as your coach and yoga teacher, that I'd like to impart, which is that it's not your job to figure out how it's going to happen. It is your job to stay as in the moment as possible, and to give yourself as much support as possible while you're going through what can be an enormously stressful time. So this yoga practice is focused on helping you to ground in the moment, to feel this, in this space and time, you are present and calm. And the way that that is practiced in yoga is by really working the energy movement from the waistline down into the legs. And this is called the Panavayu in Sanskrit. So we want to really cultivate the energy and the power in the legs, so that there's less of a sense of pulling up in the pelvis. When we can be stressed, we pull up in the pelvic floor, and that can trigger the fight or flight response. And what we want to do is to create more of an opposite response. We want to create more of a relaxation response in the body. We want to help you to ground in this moment. And one thing that used to help me think about when I would get anxious about the future or beat myself up about why did I wait so long, or why am I so old in my case, is to think about it's not my job, to realize that it's not my job to know the how or the when. It is my job to stay as present in the moment and to act with as much clarity in this moment as I can. And this practice will help you to do that. And it's just great also, besides this yoga practice, to think about what are the activities that really ground you in this moment. What are the activities that you participate in or are engaged in that help you feel that sense of flow? Because when we're really focused in the moment, our awareness opens up, right? We're not in our headspace, and we're really in a place where we can be grounded and calm in our bodies and also make better decisions from there. So enjoy the practice.